Well, hello and welcome to another episode of Pastor Mike's Quick Shots. Very briefly, kind of almost forgot that tonight was Quick Shot night and almost forgot to get this thing produced and put together for you. But I wanted to keep our conversation going on forgiveness. We talked about that on Sunday, and we've talked about it through the last few weeks in retrospect. If we want our lives to be fruitful, if we want ourselves to feel better about the way things are going in the world, we're going to have to forgive a lot. We're going to have to realize that people don't act the same way that we do. People don't do the same things that we do. And it doesn't make them less loved by God. It doesn't make them less creatures of God. We are all created in God's image if we believe what we say we believe. And so today, I wanted to give you a little bit of Matthew, the book of Matthew, chapter 18, and where Peter and Jesus are having this discussion. And the topic of forgiveness comes up. And so Peter stops him and asks him, Lord, how many times, in Matthew 18, 21 through 22, if you're keeping track, you can read it online here. Then Peter came to him and asked, Lord, how often should I forgive someone who sins against me? 7 times? No, not 7 times, Jesus replied, but 70 times 7. Now, what is Jesus saying here? Is Jesus saying that Peter should, make sure to count 70 times 7 and then forgive that person that many times? No, I believe what Jesus is saying to Peter here is that you need to just keep on forgiving. You need to continue to forgive and continue to forgive. If we do that, that makes things better for us, because it's what gives us the freedom. It shows we are loving, and it allows us to be more and more and more like Christ. I was reading this week through Rick Warren, has a good devotional, Love Forgives. And here's what Rick had to say in one of the selections this week as I was reading. He's saying you have to just keep on doing it. You keep on forgiving until the pain stops. Every time you remember that hurt, you make an intentional choice to say, God, that person really hurt me and it still hurts. But because I want to be filled with love and not resentment, I'm choosing to give up my right to get even and wish bad upon that person. When you keep a record of wrong, you're being unloving. But when you let it go and you bless those who hurt you, then you're letting God's love work through you. You say, I can't do that. You don't, right? You're right. That's why you need Jesus Christ. You can only do it with his help. Friends, I know that it's something that you've been through could be difficult. Something that's happening in your life can be unbearable, or so it seems. And I can't pretend to walk in your shoes for even a minute, because you're you and I'm not. But I know that one of the things that I cannot do is I cannot right a wrong by a wrong. I cannot make two wrongs make a right, if you know that saying. But what I can do is I can choose to love and care for people the way that Christ first chose to love and care for me. For me, it's about not trying to make God in my image, but trying to make myself into the image of God. Friends, I hope that you have a great week. You heard Jake's jingle back there. That must mean it's time to go. I hope you have a great week, and I hope that love finds you forgiving this week, that you are getting ready for us to have a conversation about substitution coming up on Sunday, and I hope you're ready for that. Friends, I look forward to seeing you, hearing from you, and continuing to bless you. Friends, have a great week. And remember, it's okay to forgive. Just let it go. Have a great week, everybody. Bye-bye.